doors of this place worn out because I had tried to be the very best person that I could be to please God and earn his approval. I even had gone to a Bible school to become a pastor, and my heart was on the brink of flatlining. But on October 12th of 2005, I learned about his grace and his love for me, and he revived my really cold heart and gave me a brand new resurrected life.
Before I gave my life to Christ, my heart wasn't at rest, and I had no peace. But then I gave my life to Christ, and he flooded my life with hope and joy and peace that never runs out.
I used to believe that my life was small and insignificant, and my sense of purpose flatlined. But then Jesus showed me that he could bring his purpose to life in me, and he uses my small yeses to advance his kingdom.
When I was in the depths of depression, joy was dead in my life. But now, with Jesus, I'm living more and more every day, becoming more alive.
My life before was dead because of this brokenness, hopeless, and insecurities. But then I found Jesus. He gave me life. He made me new. He gave me hope and freedom. And by his loving grace, I don't have to live with my own self again.
Several years ago, my hope for trying to measure up in my life was flatlining. But on January 12th, 2011, I gave my life to Christ. And now I can walk in confidence because I know what he says is true about me.
5 years ago, our marriage was hopeless. We fought a lot, we drifted apart, and I even had an affair. But then we both gave our lives to Christ. Having an intimate relationship with Jesus is changing everything.
And now we have intimacy, and our marriage is thriving.
I used to have dreams that felt really dead and hopeless, until the day I gave my life to Christ, and Jesus filled me with hope. So much so that recently I got to talk to my grandfather and share with him that same hope, and I got to pray with him to give his life to Christ the day before he passed away.
I used to isolate and push people away where trust was dead in me. But since I've given my life to Christ, I live in a community where I can be totally authentic.
2.5 years ago, my health and mobility were declining as I tipped the scale at almost 460 pounds. My hope for anything being any different was completely dead. But Jesus brought new life to me by healing the hurts in my past that caused me to overeat, allowing me to lose 280 plus pounds, and today I ran a half marathon in less than 2 hours.
2 years ago, hope was completely dead in me. But when I gave my life to Christ on May 2nd, 2012, Jesus poured hope back into my life. He transformed an angry and self-serving person into a person who offers hope to others.
Even after I gave my life to Christ, I had problems being in community, especially in a life group. The authenticity of it really intimidated me. But Jesus, he has healed that part of my life, and I'm free to be really known by people, and I'm free to be really known by him.
4 years ago, our finances were flatlining as we were struggling with an enormous amount of debt, and my husband was stuck in a job that he hated. But as we trusted in Jesus and tithed, he rescued us. And now we're living in a freedom I never could have imagined was possible.
I had prayed for years for my dad and hoped that he would one day know Jesus was flatlining. But then, last week, at my kitchen table, my dad prayed and gave his life to Christ. Only Jesus, only he could do that for my dad, and only he can take what's dead and bring it back to life.
Jesus.